Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be talking about very important information, very sensitive information that will help you in so many ways, which is causes of itching in the private parts. What are the things that can cause itching in the private parts? That's what we'll be talking about in this video, and also the natural home remedy for this private part itching. So stay tuned if you want to learn from this kind of topic. So number one thing that causes uh, itching in the private part is poor hygiene. Maybe you are this kind of person that is always in rush when you are in the toilet, or when you go to ease yourself, or go to use the toilet. You are always in rush. You are not this kind of person that calms down, then wash your body very well after using the toilet. Maybe you are having a running stomach, and in the course of pooing you have some stew splash on the vulva, knowing or unknowingly to you. And then, because you do not know, and you are also rushing, you left those stew that was splashed on your vulva or any other areas in your private part. You did not wash it out. Maybe you just use tissue to clean the other part that you saw, or you think the poo touched. So when you leave this poo on your vulva or any other part in your private part, what you are causing is irritation. That poo will cause an irritation in the private part, thereby causing itching. By the time this poo will irritate your private part, because it's not meant to be there, it's not fashioned to be there, it will cause an irritation which will now lead to itching. So it's very advisable that you calm down whenever you want to use the toilet. Have yourself well cleaned up, employ good hygiene. It is very important. Okay, the next thing that causes private part private part itching, or itching in the private part, the next thing that causes itching in the private part is imbalanced pH of the private part, especially douching. People that douch, you don't know what you are causing to yourself. When you douch, what it does is that it will go directly to your, especially female, it will go directly to your vagina, and then wash away all the good bacteria, all the normal flora bacteria that reside in the vagina, to protect the pH of the vagina so that it can fight other bad bacteria. So when you douch, what you do is that you wash it out, thereby creating a room for bad bacteria to overgrow. And when they overgrow, because they are not fashioned to be there, it will cause irritation, and then it will potentially lead to itching. So when if you are this kind of person that douch, please stop douching. Douching will never and can never do you good. So the next thing that can cause um itching in the private part is what is called bacterial vaginosis. This is caused by overgrowth of, especially when you doubt, this is caused by overgrowth of bacteria that are not supposed to be. When they overgrow, they will cause irritation, and of which you will have to scratch it. It will cause you itching. Okay, so bacterial vaginosis is one of the things that causes itching in the private part. The next thing is dermatitis, inflammation in the private part, or in any area around the private, maybe the vulva, so this um dermatitis is actually an inflammation. When there is an inflammation, directly or indirectly, you will surely have or feel irritated, which will now lead to itching. So the next thing that causes itching is yeast infection. Yeast infection is caused by overgrowth of fungi. When there is an excess growth of fungi in your private part, you have what is called yeast infection, and this is the second most common causes of itching. It's very common. So you just have to go to the hospital and then find out what is actually causing the itching. So the next thing that can cause itching in the private part is what is called allergy. Some people are allergic to some kind of fabric materials. Maybe you are this kind of person that doesn't wear um all these kind of material that are not cotton material, so it can cause itching. If you are allergic to it can cause itching in the private part, especially when you are using it as pants, or you're using that other material that is not cotton as underwears, or tights, or whatever thing that you wear to cover your private part. So it can cause itching in the private part. So the next thing that causes itching is what is called chlamydia. Chlamydia is a sexually transmitted disease that is the highest causes of itching, and it has no can you imagine that there is no other symptom of this chlamydia except itching. So it's the most common thing that causes itching. So when you feel all these things, just know that maybe one of these things is happening to you. You just need to go to hospital. So the next thing we'll be discussing is natural home remedies of these causes of itching. So the first home remedy is by applying cold press. Cold press is maybe you bring when you get a towel, get an ice block, put it inside the towel, wrap it with the towel, then place it on that very part where you are feeling the itching. It will automatically cease. In fact, it's a quick way to stop serious and intensive itching in the private part, or wherever any part of the body that you're having serious and intensive itching like that. You can just use this process to stop it. So the next home remedy for this private part itching is taking some probiotics. For example, you got this helps to you know help to fertilize. Should I use that word fertilize? Let me just say it helps to improve the growth of normal flora bacteria in the vagina, thereby helping to subdue the growth of other one and maintain the pH of the vagina. Next natural remedy or home remedy is to use some natural uh, suppositories like boric acid. When you take bolic acid, it have a good effect. It's effective in treating this itch. Next home remedy is by moisturizing your private parts with coconut oil. Coconut oil is very good in calming itching area or itching body or irritating body. So you can use coconut oil. You can just apply it on that place, gently on your private part or wherever place that you're having the itching. Then you can use aloe vera gel for soothing. You can just rub it gently on the part where you're having the itching, maybe at the vulva or wherever side. You can use aloe vera gel. Next thing is garlic. Garlic is very important. It's very effective. You can just start eating garlic, maybe twice in a day, once in a day, or you can put the garlic, just one garlic like this. You can put it in your private part, not inside, but just around the vulva. Okay, don't put it inside, just around the vulva. It will do. It is very effective in stopping itching. Next one is good hygiene. This one cannot be overemphasized. Practice good hygiene. It will go a long way to save you the stress of doing this, doing that. You will not even have the infection in the first place, talk more of having any itching private part. So these are the things that causes um private part itching, or itching in the private part, and also the home remedies that you can use to cure it. But before you can apply any of these things, make sure you go to the hospital, get yourself tested, know what exactly is happening, know the infection that you have, or um the reason for the itching. It can be that maybe your body is allergic to the kind of panties that you're wearing. You can just shift to wearing cottons or whatever, something like that. It can be something very simple, because maybe you are allergic to the kind of material you're wearing and you don't know. You just go straight to buying some aloe vera gel to apply or ghost red, do you see that you're not using and you're still wearing the same fabric, the problem will still be there. So make sure you check yourself to know exactly what is wrong with you before you go on to treat any itching.